Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It is Monday, March the 5th, the year 2018. Let's talk trading. Status. What does status have to do with trading? Well, I'm reading a book called Trying Not to Try, and I came across this passage on page 92. I'll read it to you in short. Says, status in turn is inherently unstable because it's by its very nature relative. The benchmark is always moving as others around us rise or fall. Moreover, we seem designed to focus more on what we don't have than what we do. We are much more irked about those two people ahead of us than pleased about the 20 behind. Does that ring a bell? I mean, amongst traders, you see those guys with the Ferraris and Lamborghinis and the, yachts and everything. And usually they're rented or leased. And then you see the other people, with these fancy-dancy indicators or methods and esoteric sounding systems and mythologies, and we all know it's a bunch of crap. It's so funny. I mean, my inbox just gets filled with all these people wanting to teach me this, that, and the other thing when it comes to trading. And when by its nature, trading is so simple, but it's this status thing. I mean, on YouTube, on the trading forums, everybody's beating their chest. Look at me, I'm better than this guy. I'm better than that guy. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, I just simply present what I have to present, share what I have to share. I show you how I came up with it, the statistics behind it. I've done the live trading. I've done all that before. But you see, if to me, that live trading, that's kind of, showboating. Because, anything can happen in trading. Sure, I could record live videos, but what's the point? I could get in my 2% chat room. I'll have to get that back going as soon as I get another computer here. I still haven't decided, even though I'm leaning just to get another, laptop similar to the one I had, nothing super powerful. I'm not even going to worry about a solid state disk drive, and just get something up and going, and I'll worry about getting another fancy dancy computer, maybe towards the end of the year next year, because as soon as I buy it, it's going to be obsolete anyway within a few days or something, because that's just the nature of computers. So let's get back into trading. We'll stop at the money and risk management screen for a couple seconds, just so it burns, and that image just burns into your brain. Okay, weekly CAD still moving up, up, up nicely. And you can see here, yesterday when I made the video, the dollar yen hadn't filled. I think it was 26. So there was 26 pips to be had if you took that one trade. Not too shabby, huh? And then we look at the daily. I think we saw this yesterday, because since this is still the first trading day of the week, but since here in America, the market opens on Sunday, then we can go to sleep and catch the last part of that first day on Monday. So you can see here a nice move, 58 pips above Friday's high. We can look at these daily ranges. Look at the ranges on those pound pairs. I mean, definitely moving. Look at that. But once again, what's really interesting, if you note, once again, just about every pair except 1, 2 is above the weekly open, which, since it's still day one of the week, daily open. That's just, I find that kind of interesting. And here we go. CAD, as you can see, just busted right out of the buy zone, right in the get-go. London session didn't get a chance. U.S. session didn't get a chance. It just moved, shot up like a rocket. And thing is, back to that status thing. People are like, oh, I make more pips. You're making all those trades for 3 pips or 5 pips. Ha, ha, ha. I can make one trade and make hundreds of pips. It's so funny because, yes, you're in competition with everybody, but it just matters what you do. It doesn't matter what they do. And, it's so easy, sometimes to get mixed up in all that BS. It really is. And, fortunately, I'm not involved in that nonsense anymore. People try to sucker me and draw me back in, and I just say no. And as you can see here, now we have a nice rat zone here. Price tried to pop down a couple times. We might get another one. We've got, about 3.5 hours left in the session. It just might give us that. We're 12 pips off that high right there. So who knows? I'm thinking just maybe the dollar Canadian might want to be $1.30. And as we can look here, let's put this back to H4 since we've moved on through the day. Once again, the open, the pivot, it hit it. We're right around R2. R1 for the week is here. Here's our weekly pivot. So you might look for this to fill sometime this week. We do have a lot of volatility. The employment numbers are coming out, so it should be good. Price action, price action, price action. Once again, there's really no status if your chart looks like this. Forget all the, all the stuff here and here. Just, forget all of that. But I mean, if you just have a simple chart with some horizontal lines and maybe the 3-level ZZ balls or dots, I mean, it's really not that interesting. I mean, it's not that impressive. But you see, this isn't about impressing people. It's about making money. And what other people think doesn't matter. Your status, you don't have to worry about your status here. It's not based on anybody else. It's based on, are you further ahead of the game than when you started off today or this week or this month? That's all that matters. Not what other people, just you. So focus on you. Don't focus on other people. That's why when people go, well, can you do this? Yes, I can, but it doesn't matter. Don't be focusing on my trades, how much I make, what my return on investment is, what my lot size is, what my account balance. That doesn't have anything to do with you. Focus on yours. Grow yours. I can grow mine. You need to learn and to grow yours. It's just that simple. I mean, here, price action, 3-ball, red at the line. There was an opportunity. Red at the line, there was an opportunity. See, sometimes you get in this area and you can only take a few pips. Other times, boom, you take a lot of pips. You just have to be there. I mean, look at this trade right here. You got in this trade, it went up, came down. Maybe you even went short here and you got out of the trade. So then right here, you turn around, you just make it a back, then you make it, back, over and over again. So you can see here in this little run, if you were, fortunate enough to be trading this period, you could have made that, 90 pips? Based on what? Bunch of horizontal lines and green candles? I mean, how much simpler can you make it? I mean, there's not too much you can take away. You could add a whole bunch of stuff to it, but that's not the way it works. You want to try to take things away to simplify. That being said, simple, 5 lines. Price is green at the line. It's just simple. I mean, look at that breakout. Right now, it's 63 pips above that high. London, early New York session, could have had it. You could have been trading it right there. Boom. That sounded like John Madden again. Oh, and somebody asked me if the 2018 donational indicators contain the 2017s. No, each year are separate indicators. Sometimes indicators get updated. Like I might update a 2014 and it becomes a, the update, it becomes a 2018. But if there's a problem with an indicator, a bug, a fix, and I find it, I send it out to those people. Because if there's a bug, they need to have the fix. So no, the 2018s do not contain the 2017s. Let's just clear that up. And here we go again, the wick zone. That was the previous day's high right there. And we've got the holo. You see here it started off, came back, tested it, went here. There was a nice trade right there off of that highest open if you want to go short. Well, let's see. Let me do that little trick here. We got what? It looks like we got 10, 11 pips maybe in that trade. It's not a bad trade. Remember, those 10 pippers add up. 10 times 10 is 100. And once again, looking at the price action based on bid and ask, you can see here the bid came above the lowest ask, and that was at 73. And it went all the way up to 77. So that was about 3 or 4 pips. It then did it again. And it went up to what? 79. From about where? About the same area. So you can see here, once again, scalping over a short period of time, 3, 4 pips at a time, how that works. So, fellow traders, status is basically, don't worry about other people. Don't worry about what they say, what they think, what they do. Focus on you. Focus on yours. Because remember, it's not what you trade. It's how you trade it. TheRumpledOne signing off to drain the banks.